Hello. Hello. Couple things. I wish that could be a video instead of just a still shot. And I'm going to have to add my Trek Mods logo to that picture. Maybe I'll pick a different picture. What's up, shipheads? I'm Jody LaForgery, your cheap engineer. Don't know why my name's not on the screen. Well, let me see. I'll have to figure that out. Doug is here. What's going on, Doug? How you doing? Let me see. Customize. Show names. Names. There we go. Right there. Jody LaForgery, the cheap engineer. Because I'm a cheapskate and I do everything half-assed. As I did with this, I shall be joined by Ken over from Ken's Hobby Bench, popping over from Canadian Starships. They had a good stream over there. Cam's here. Doug says, hey, Jody, dude. How's it going, Doug? Thanks for popping in. Cam's here. Cam says, hand pink waving face, blue smiling hand, pink waving. All right. Excellent. Okay. What was it? I think I was working on this thing on Friday night, and I totally shit the bed because I built all this up nice and fancy with my copper tape here for my wiring, and I totally forgot that I'm adding a nacelle under this, so I have to make way for this piece right here, this pylon. It's going to hold my nacelle, and I'm going to have to attach wires from this going down through here. So I'm going to have to use the copper tape again because I think it works pretty good. I don't have to make trenches, dig anything out. Paul's here. Hey, Paul says cheap is good. That's right. Cheap is good. And that's how I do things around here. We make do with what we have. All right. So I'm going to start. The first thing I'm going to do, instead of popping this open and ripping it all apart, I'm going to cut the bottom and see if I can actually get to it. Oh, no, I can't do that because guess what? I mounted all my lights in this little belly of it right here. Todd's here. Todd says hello again, everyone. Hello, Todd. Good evening, buddy. Thanks for popping by. So I guess I do kind of have to open it up. I don't really have a choice. Because if I cut this, what I thought I was going to do was outline this and cut the hole open and try to get to the wires. But then I realized when I built this, my lights and everything are attached in here. Or are they? Yes, they are. I have to pop this open. So let's get this thing right here. I did such a nice job with the putty and filling it all in. But luckily I used cheap ass glue, so should pop apart. No problem at all. Look at that. There we go. Yeah, so we're gonna have a problem. Didn't even take that into account. So actually, I put a plate right over the whole thing. So I can cut that out, and all I have to do is drill 2 holes down into there to feed the wires in. Okay. So we can do this. So let's temporarily put this back on. just hold it together like that. I want to leave this exposed. So that's going back. We're going to line this up, and I'm going to cut that out. Doug saying hi to Todd and Emma. I don't know who Emma is, but hi, Emma. Oh, hey. Oh, don't do that. Nope. Okay. There we go. What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing.
Command functions are offline.
That's what I was doing. All right, let's get this marker. Make sure it works. Okay. Okay. One thing I got to do, I want to make sure that doesn't shift all over the place while I'm trying to outline it. There's Ken. Welcome, Ken. Just
What the?
there we go. How'd that feel?
What was that? Felt all tingly.
Felt all tingly. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
Doing pretty good, pretty good. Except for the fact that I have to take this unit apart because I forgot on Friday that I'm adding this third pylon.
Oh, I see your comments here have doubled again. Yeah, like Todd saying, I think he means Emato, which is Cameron. And then I see that down again.
Yep, that's Cameron. Double comments again, eh?
Yep.
It's very strange.
Hey, Doug.
Okay, so I got some two-sided tape on here just to allow me to get this on here sort of a little bit secure so I can trace it and it doesn't move too much. Look at that right there.
And with that beaming in sound, Jody Andrew says Ken is a puppet.
Yeah, you're a puppet now. We are all puppets.
Sick Jim is here. He's waving hello.
Hey, Jim. Welcome back. Thanks for coming. Welcome to the Triadic class, Dreadnought, Refit, Build. Okay, so kind of got that in place. My tape is a little off. I can't trace around the tape, so I'll move the tape and then I'll put the thing down where it needs to be. The tape
so you're putting a pylon on the bottom as well.
Yes, so this pylon. So this pylon,
which is a Reliant pylon.
That. Yeah, that's one of the Reliant ones. So that's going there. Make sure I got it centered. And then the third nacelle.
What good is it going to do you if it's centered? It's going to be like half horse.
So the third nacelle is going to go like this. I might have to cut this shorter. Don't think so. On the small model I made, I didn't, On the small model I made, I didn't cut that down, I don't think.
Right.
I think I just kept it the same. But we'll see. I'm going to get the hole cut first, and I'll see if I can get some wires fished in through there.
Well, physically speaking, yeah, you can get wires through there. You can even throw a little bit of a filament LED in there too if you want. It'll fit.
In this?
Yeah.
I don't need lights in this. I just need the wires going through. I'm going to use the copper tape again.
Yeah, no,
going
that's what
through
I
here.
was saying. I was saying there's
So I'm gonna
definitely enough
run it
room
up.
for wires. I said there's definitely enough room for wires because there's also enough room for a filament light in there.
Mhm.
That's just speaking from experience.
That's right. You put one in yours, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I had to cut out. I cut out a little bit of that mounting surface, just a little square's worth on the bottom part that attaches to the nacelle.
This part right here.
Yeah, just that little lip that actually disappears into the nacelle.
Yeah.
I found just cutting a little bit of that out really made it easy to run the wires through.
Okay, cool. Okay, there's my outline. Let's get old Sonny out.
Does it need to be shimmed or anything to make sure the angle's correct?
For this here?
Yeah.
Well, no, because this part here is going to go up inside there. So I'll be able to turn it whichever way I want once it's in there.
Okay.
I can kind of hold it in place and just sort of let the glue dry.
It's not going to cut into any of your wiring or anything?
No, because I have, I put a plastic plate right over this entire thing. So this bubble right here is empty.
Yep. Okay.
This bubble is empty. I put a plastic plate down and I mounted all my lights onto that. I was thinking I just did like a bridge across here to mount the lights, but no, I did like the whole length of this thing. So if I cut this out, it's going to be empty in there. And all I got to do is, I'll take this off after. All I got to do is drill little holes through the plastic plate to run wires out to here.
Nice.
Yeah. I accidentally planned ahead.
Well, you got to love when that happens.
Yeah. All right, I'm trying to go inside my line here, but I'm failing. I'm kind of going right on it.
Well, you can always sand or...
Well, that's why I'm trying to go inside the line so I can sand out and my hole's not too large. It's better to have it smaller than it is to have it too big. Because
it's hard to
fill
add
a gap.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's drifting on me, so I'm gonna end up with a lot of room.
Well, as long as you get it secured in there, I guess. But the less puttying you can do, the better.
The cool thing about this tool is if I make another pass and I move the line inward a bit, it melts all the material and pushes it to the side to where the line used to be. And I can just kind of relocate the line that I cut. And it melts everything back to the previous surface.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah. Whoa. Baby.
Careful.
No way. Don't tell me what to do.
No, I'm telling you. Careful. I mean, after all, they do give you gloves to use with that.
Yeah, that's to keep you from being burned. Because sometimes it gets hot when you're holding a thing, and
yes,
and you go to push and it's not cutting,
especially like metal
more pressure. Yeah, it gets hot, and it heats up where you're touching it because it transfers the vibrations into your fingertips and it burns your flesh from the inside. That's what the gloves are for. The gloves aren't going to protect you from being cut.
They can certainly help. They're fairly thick.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they can certainly help for sure.
They would help a lot more than a set of vinyl gloves would. So
we'll pop this guy off. Let's see where we are. Puppet Andrew said we didn't get the double comments happening in my stream tonight. Seems to be hit and miss. A glitch that happens. Yeah.
Oh, my bad. The chat was not scrolling at all for me.
Oh, I have that problem sometimes too. It won't scroll. Joey, may you accomplish more on your live stream than I was able to accomplish in mine. Well, Andrew, unforeseen problems call for unforeseen solutions. And I'm glad to see that you went with a simple idea of paint. So let me get this straight. He's going to paint the white base, and then
Yes.
the rest of it's going to be a decal.
Nope. He's going to paint
No, he's
each
going to
layer.
paint all the colors.
Yeah, just like he was originally planning to do. Remember?
Okay.
On that, that test bed one he had.
Yeah. So if that doesn't work out for you, another option is to just paint the base white layer and then make the rest in decals, because you can't print decals with white. And then you'll have all the other colors that you can just put right on top of that white base layer.
Yeah.
All about that base layer. Okay.
And remember, Paul Tackett was telling everybody, please click on that like and subscribe.
Yeah, that's a pretty good idea there, Paul. Smart.
He is a smart man.
I have my 2 contacts right there. The one with the resistor is positive and the other one is negative.
Negative.
So I'm going to make a hole right beside it.
Why does it have to be so negative?
Because the other one is so positive. And we need balance in the force. We need to balance our Schwartz. Okay, so there, we got one there. And this one, I got a little room. I'll just put it on this side. That is all I needed to do. So now...
So is Mary home tonight?
Mary is not home tonight. Mary's gone to her friend's stag and dough party.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Okay, so that one doesn't seem... We got a couple layers there, or what? What's going on here? Can't see through one of them.
There you go.
Oh, that's why, because it was off. Well, that's no good.
Oh. Well, it's not too big of a hole yet.
No, I can easily fill that. So I should have did them both in between to begin with. But that's not a big deal. I'm going to be working around that stuff anyways. I'll have to putty it up. Okay, so now we need to get out the soldering otter. This cute little soldering iron Todd sent me.
Nice. Have you used it much yet?
Just a couple times. I was using it last night. And,
right on.
Works pretty good. And then there was this little caddy thing here. This little dolly with all the...
That's fancy.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's got some weight to it. It's nice and heavy. It's not going to move around. That's like my favorite part. The only thing about this is that the little prop up thing they give you pretty much sucks.
Really small stand.
Yeah, that's no good. So I'm just going to take my other system here, this one.
Yep.
And I'm just going to use that to hold the... There's nothing wrong with the way this one works. I was doing good. I tried to tell him not to send me one. I didn't need it, but he couldn't resist. He had to do it. So I got some filler.
That's our Todd.
I'm gonna use this on the rest of the surface of the ship to I should probably turn this on. This works better if it's on. I'm going to use that filler on the rest of the surface of the ship once I do some primer and see where I need more. It's just simple wood filler from the hardware store. Nothing fancy. Should work. Should do the job.
Have you used it before for this?
Not for modeling, but
Okay.
I've used it for filling other things in woodworking and construction and stuff.
I'm just wondering how well
Many times.
it'll take a hobby paint.
It should be fine. It should be fine. So while my soldering iron's heating up, a possible solution for my nacelles, because I was shopping around online looking for various sources of that clear lenticular plastic sheeting.
Yep.
And the cheapest one I could find was like almost $50 for like 4 sheets of it this big, like 9 inches by 6 inches. And there's no way of even knowing which direction the lines go, right? Like if the lines are lengthways and it's 9 inches, well, then it'll be big enough for this. But if it's 6 inches, it's not going to quite make it. So I'm going to try another solution. I came up with an idea. I cut a whole bunch of these little strips right here.
Okay.
And they are, excluding this one because it's the first one I cut, and then I decided to cut them smaller. They're all the same size. So I'm going to find some clear something, and I'm going to try to lay these strips down on it and glue it for my ribs, for the chiller grills.
That's cool.
I'm going to give it a shot anyways. So if I can get these stuck down to something,
well, it's certainly a lot better
with each other.
Certainly a lot better than paying $50 for something that may not even work.
Yes. I made an attempt with this blue plastic here to carve the lines with files and scribers.
Yeah.
But it's that kind of weird plastic, like PVC, I guess, or AB. I don't know. It's that weird stuff that's you can't glue to, and it's really it frays a lot when you cut it, and that's just too messy. There's no way I could get that to be clean, no matter what I did. I got nice, pretty even parallel lines, but it's just way too messy. There's no way to get that smooth.
And Paul says he says it's friends helping friends. Todd, get you that.
Thanks, Monica. Sipping my coffee.
Are you making Friends references?
Yes. Okay. So we got some soldering going on. Let me get some wire here. I'm going to go with this real thin stuff that I use off the SMDs that I buy. I have plenty of extra wire on it, so I save them all.
Oh, there you go.
I can use them. This really, really thin stuff. I got like bundles of it. Here's some more right here. These are how many SMDs I've used in my models so far. Those little tiny ones.
Well, then you must make the ladies really happy because you're handy and you're handsome.
Oh, thanks, Ken. I'm handsome and handy. Okay, let's bring this up.
Well, you're the one who reminded me of that. Last time I just said you're handy.
Blue.
And you reminded me that you're also handsome.
I am. At least that's what Mary says. But you had never met my wife, but she's kind of crazy. So we can't go by what she says.
Paul says, FYI, my drag name is Polly Philbear.
Polly Philbear. That's funny. Polyphila. Because he's got stuffing. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit of flux on here. And then this came with the kit Todd sent me. It's tip tinner.
Nice.
So you tin your tip. All right, my sponge is drying out. I'm gonna moisten my sponge with distillated Wawa. It's distillated. Couple of pipettes worth of water on there. Get
There you
that
have it.
sponge all nice and wet. Couple of pipettes. All right, give that a wipe. Wipe in the pipettes. So with this stuff, you just rub a little bit on there. It seems to me like it's a little container of pulverized solder mixed with flux.
Okay.
And you get a little bit on there. Right there. And I've got to change my glasses because I can't see. I need my magnifiers. These wires are so dang small.
Yeah, I find I'm wearing them most times at the bench.
All right, so I'm going to get a little drop of flux right there. I don't know if you can even see this. Let's see if we can zoom in.
Enhance.
Zoom in and enhance. Okay. So we still got a little bit of stuff on there. Now I got to try to get this. Oh, you know what? I put the flux on the wrong wire. This is my negatory good buddy wire. So that's going to go here on this contact. Pow. All right, so now I try to
give that the old solder.
Right like that. And I'll get the red one. Is that just a kink in the wire right there?
Yeah, it looks like maybe it was looped or something.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get a different piece, just in case that bums it out.
Yeah, in case it broke it or something in there. You don't have to reopen this and have to rewire it.
Yeah, like I'm doing right now.
Well, yeah, but again and again and again.
Again and again and again.
Oh, I was getting sick of that reopening the nacelles on my Reliant all the time.
Yeah. You got it to a good place now, though.
Yep, I'm hoping that hasn't changed because I've just kind of it set off to the side, and I'm just not touching it. It's one of those things where I'm gonna have to get it connected, as gently as I can, and then just step back and just never touch it again. I guess that's why a remote control unit wouldn't have been bad.
All right, so I got those down through there. Actually, these are small enough that I don't need to use the tape. I can run those right through here.
Oh, yeah.
How many do I need, though? Oh, we're going to have the blue one. I kind of want to try to put red in the front.
Okay.
I do have these. Do I have any red ones left?
Because Lake Monster Detail actually makes those grills for the front, and he does do them in like regular gray resin, but he also does them in blue and I think red.
Really?
Yep.
I wish I could get them.
So you're obviously not the only person who's thought about doing that. Clearly.
Yeah. Okay, I don't have any red ones left. Unless I get another. Oh no, I gave that box away to my kid. No, I don't. So I'm gonna get some of those. So I'm talking about the little noodles. I use them in my Excelsior. So these things right here. Oh, here's one. Oh no, that's a long one too. So you can get them in 1.5-inch lengths, really
Right.
short, and you can get them in different colors, right? So I got little short red ones, and I use them on my Excelsior. So let's see, we'll use this nacelle as an example. So just kind of the same way Andrew's got his LED strip wrapped in like a loop like that.
Yeah.
Around the front of his Bussard collectors for the Enterprise. So same thing, but just with one of those little noodlies right there, right? To light the front of it red. So I'll have to order some of those. So the way for me to check if this worked is to strip the ends of this. I'll go back out again. So we strip the ends of this one, and I'll apply the power, so they should all light up from this direction. Because with this, the way I do this, it doesn't matter which end I apply the power to. It should work both ways. It should.
Well, let's hope so.
There we go. Well, it does. Bada bing, bada boom. There, they're all lit up.
Nice. Are you going to put a little white like fiber optic light or something coming off the ends of the nacelles?
You mean like for the marker lights?
Yeah, at the very back there's the
right there. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I'm going to put the nav. Yeah. They won't be strobes. They'll just be on.
Yeah.
I'm not doing strobes yet, unless I can get my hands on a potentiometer or something, some way to control the flashing. Because I was told that if I just put because I got flashing LEDs that I can use.
Yep.
But I was told if I just put a bunch of flashing lights in, they're not going to stay in sync and flash at the same time.
I think that does work if you only use the first light in a line as being the flasher, and then have all the other regular non-flashing lights behind it, and all those other ones will flash.
Yes, because we were talking about it on Donnie's stream on Monday, and Buck was in the chat, and Buck said the same thing.
Yep.
That's exactly what Buck said. If you use the first one as a flasher, and then the rest of them, the flasher one will make the rest of them flash, and then they will all be at the same rate. So that's a good idea. So I could probably, because this one right here, in this little guy right here at the back of the bridge, that one's supposed to flash, right?
Yeah, it is, as well as the ones
These
at the
ones don't, though.
No, those actually the one at the top, on the top of the bridge, is strobes, not flashes. That's the strobing light, and then the flashing lights are your navs.
Oh, so it flashes faster?
They flash at different
rates.
It
goes blink, 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 blink. It kind of does that, right?
It depends which ship it is.
Yeah, I know they all have
Enterprise
different. I'm not particular about
just
which one.
Just single strobes, just like a blink, blink,
yeah,
blink.
Well, for me, it wouldn't make a difference to me if they were all just the same, right? If this flashed the same as the rest, to me that would be fine. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. So
I'm not that particular about the details. So if I was able to do that, so I'd put the flasher in this one, and then I'd have to run it down. Oh, I can't. I've already glued this together. Too late.
Oh, okay.
This is solid. Too late for that. This is completed. It just needs to be. Well, I'm gonna do some filling and stuff around those window bits there.
All right. It sounds like you're gonna have to run just a really long piece of fiber optic filament.
No, you know what? I don't think I'm going to worry about I don't think I'm going to worry about flashing stuff for this model. Maybe one of the next ones, maybe sometime in the future.
Yep. Or originally, I thought you might just put a white light there to represent the fact there is a light there.
Could do that too. Okay, so I can basically close this up again. I don't need to get in there again. I have my wires. But I'm not going to close it up yet. I won't glue it together yet.
Right.
So let's get this. This has no locator pins or anything on it. Because of the fact that I'm using the same side. No, I'm using the same pieces.
Okay.
Like I'm not using, you know what I mean?
There's the shapes, because the shapes or like it has more of the one part.
Yeah, because you got the outside piece and then you got the inside piece, and they're different. So I'm using the two, I think, inside pieces of the strut.
Right.
So they had the same. They both had pins on them. There was pins on both. So the pins are all gone. So I just got to kind of line that up. I'll make a little spot for my wires to come through. It's right about there. So I'm just gonna give myself lots of room here.
There you go. The 3D painter is here.
Hey, Ron, how's it going, buddy?
He says, "Hey-o.
Hey-o. Hey-o. No, the old I'm too close to the screen with the old Johnny Carson there. Hey-o.
Well, Ron says, my wife is driving me home right now because I am drunk.
Ha! Excellent. My wife's out getting drunk.
Excellent.
Excellent. Yes. And I'm not getting drunk, but I do have a nice tasty coffee that's enhanced with some thinner.
Well, there you go.
Get some thinner in my coffee. Yeah.
He says that's rad.
Radical. I slept most of the day today, Ron. If you streamed, I missed it, buddy. I'm really sorry. But if you're into good artistry and cool personality, go check out 3D Painter. Streams pretty much daily on a regular basis. So that's Ron, the 3D painter. He's out in Cali and fun to watch. And I'm wondering how your while I saw your finished Max, it looked really cool. But I'm wondering how your next project is going to turn out and what you're going to be working on.
He says, I'm about to enhance with some new flour I got today.
All right.
And then he says, no, I almost never stream on the weekends. I'm here for you, man.
Thanks, buddy. Okay, I'm going to use my file for this part. No. Okay, no, I'm not. I'm going to use the drill again because it worked really well.
Ron says, the next project is something completely out of the ordinary from what I normally do. I'll give you a hint. Insect.
Starship Troopers?
That's a good guess. Yeah, see, I just cut out part of that notch because it goes down into the cell, so it's not really seen. It just allows you to run the wires easily. But what you're
Yeah,
doing
that's
will
right.
work
I don't
just
need
fine
all
too.
this, right? I don't need this whole bit down here.
Well,
I
having a
only
good
need
chunk of it
enough to.
is always good, but yeah, having some of it carved away like that is not an issue at all.
No. So even if I carve in this way, see, these wires are so thin, all I need is the width of this drill bit anyways.
Ron says nope.
Not Starship Troopers.
He says, but that's a great idea.
Yeah, that'd be a cool thing to build and paint.
Yeah. Do part of a building with like the wall when they're in that fort. Or something similar. Or if you don't want to do buildings, you just want to have them outdoors. Do a really cool diorama with that. You could have the big tank bug coming out from under the ground.
Oh yeah, blowing everything up. Pow, 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 pow. All right, so I need to get into here just a little bit. And take some of this out.
Clean that out a bit, yeah.
So we gotta try to get, I want it sort of beveled upwards inside.
Right.
Because of the way this angles, right? So we need to, I might have to cut the tip off of this.
Just the tip?
Just the tip. I'm only gonna cut the tip. I'll get the short, strong blade. Have more control over. A blade like this is a really good one. It's short and strong. It doesn't wiggle around, and it stays. It cuts really straight when you want to make a straight line.
Well, that's a good tip.
This is, yeah, it is a good tip. This particular one right here, I've been using the same one for over 20 years. This same exact blade, and this one here is probably 10.
Nice.
Just keep sharpening them. I just keep sharpening them and sharpening them, because the new ones you get, it breaks immediately. They're so flimsy and brittle, they just snap. This is like a better quality steel. Things used to be made better.
They want to keep selling to you. That's why.
Yeah, this was before blade planned obsolescence came into being, I guess.
Steve Martin's here. He says, coming along beautifully, Jody.
Thanks, my friend. Not as beautifully as I'd like it. I've made a bunch of mistakes, but I'm fixing them. I'm fixing the problems. So I gotta get this guy. That's why. So this is gonna go here. I'm just gonna get a little piece of tape so that I can have those wires secured down without screwing around too much.
Ron says, okay, home now. Let's party.
Let's party. All right. Just give me a second. As soon as I get this put in place, I'll join you in the festivities. Okay, so I'm gonna have to cut that tip just a little. Actually, if I dig this back part out a little bit, let's go a little further back with this. Yeah, I just sharpened all my blades last night on the group stream. Look at that. Had a little sharpening session last night.
Nice.
Yeah. So I was using one and it started getting dull. I was like, oh, this will not do. So I usually When I sharpen one, I sharpen all three of them. See, we got this one here. It's like a combination. This one's pretty old too. A combination of the pointy and the sturdy.
Yep.
Okay.
What in the name of heaven is this?
What in the name of heaven is this? Too many files. I should put them in the other way so I can see. I got them all in the container this way, and all I can see is the handles.
Yes.
Put them this way, but what happens is when I put them this way, I go to reach for one, and all the rest of them poke me. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it also doesn't help that this is my container of files.
That's right. The makeup case.
Yeah, but look how many I got in there.
I know. I can see that. That's a lot.
It makes them hard to find sometimes. All right, so I'm just going to go in here with this a little bit and try to. I have two sets of these red ones. I could probably get away with breaking this one off so that I could get in there a little better without the point. But I won't for now. Let's just slip it in. We'll try this in its position. There, that fits better. It's going to fit right in there. I'm still going to trim the tip of this just a little bit, just because of the fact that it's so pointy.
Yep.
So I'm not going to trim it. I'm just going to kind of sand it, round it off a little.
Did you also, a question for you, did you remove the photon torpedo launcher off the neck of the Enterprise part?
No, it's still on there.
Nice. So you got 4 front-facing photon torpedo tubes.
That's
and 2
right.
aft-facing.
I will have four facing and 2 aft. Yeah, here, watch.
That could really ruin someone's day really quick.
That's right. Oh, what happened to one of my lights? Pew, pew. Oh, I bet you I know what happened. See how one of my lights is missing?
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah. Well, what happened was last time I was working on this, I shut my power thing off and we were done the stream. It was on Friday. And I left it on the desk. And then the next day, I came here and I went to clear my desk and I went to move this. This was still hooked up. And it yanked this so hard that this came apart. And I thought it was only this that broke. So I repaired this. I just had to solder the wire back together within this thing.
Yep.
But I think it also pulled my fiber optic right out of there. It must have pulled it right out of there.
Just some long tweezers or something. You can maybe try to get it back in place.
If I could see where it was, I could attempt that. Let's see if I can see in there with this. I think I got it all like oh yeah, I see. Because this is it right here.
Right.
And it's all bundled up in this it's all bundled up in this shrink tube here. So I had 2 fibers going to the one. So it's still attached to the end of the shrink tube. So, but the problem is I can't see from this end. I can't see where to put it through even if I could. And I can't take this all apart. Oh man. I Okay, that's another issue that we'll deal with next time. That's what I get for trying to show off my excellent work, discovering that my work's not that excellent.
On a scale of 1 to awesome, you're super great.
The scale goes from great to awesome.
Well, it goes from 1 to awesome.
From 1 to awesome?
Yep. If anybody knows that reference.
I don't. I do not.
We'll see if anybody else knows it.
So if anybody's watching that has a lot of friends and a lot of friends that like you and will do things you say, tell your friends to go subscribe to my channel, because I am at 700 and some subscribers.
Nice.
And I need to try to hit that threshold before the rules change. And I need to start putting out more video content. I'm working on one. I've been editing all day today and yesterday on the next part of the Walker class refit, the Shenzhou.
Right.
So that one should be, hopefully I should have that one completed tomorrow afternoon and uploaded. Okay, so I need to take a little bit right there. We're having an issue right here. It's not fitting.
That's close, though.
That's close. Yeah, I just gotta carve a little bit. It's because of the way that I was holding the tool when I cut. I went in kind of on a bit of an angle like this.
Yep.
So my whole
Tapers
inwards. But that ensures that it's going to be nice and tight. A nice tight fit. Tight fit.
Doug says, join some of the modeling Discord channels besides HTM. Many have a self-promotion page.
I don't know how. Don't I have to be invited to Discord things? HTM is the only one I was ever invited to.
And then Doug says, maybe Scratch build a military model.
But it's called Trek Mods. It could build a tank into a starship. I actually wouldn't mind getting my hands on some old airplane model kits, because I do need. I haven't put out a video with this one in a long time because I'm rethinking the way that I made those extra pieces. It's obvious what they look like, and I don't want them to look like two dicks. So I'm going to rip out the dicks, and I'm going to rebuild that into something more like this. But airplane fuselages would be great because I could just use half and half, right? This was supposed to look like, oh, where's my little model? Hold on. What's up, Paco? Joe, bro. Get out of the way, homie. Gotta get the model, man. Oh, everything's so hard to reach. Okay. I got it. Okay, so this was the idea. We see how we got those, right?
Yeah.
That's what I wanted. I was trying to duplicate this in a larger size. That's what I wanted. So they're almost as high as the center part.
But are they almost as high as Ron is?
Probably not.
Oh, okay. Because he says, "Holy shit, I'm super high."
I'm going to join you, Ron. So, yeah. I tried different things to make these. Like I had these plastic wine glasses, and that, right, here's the piece I had here. So I had this. I tried that, but it was way too pointy.
Yeah.
And so I ended up just building this from scratch with styrene. But yeah, it looks like two dicks. I didn't intend it. I didn't mean for it to look like two dicks, but it looks like two dicks. And yeah, I don't want my starship. Maybe one dick on your starship's fine, but two? No, it's not a Klingon ship. It's a Federation ship.
Doug says you get invited by watching other channels. The various people post their links, like Moss Models, Little History Smeg. Tiffany has one.
Okay. If Tiffany has one, maybe she'll invite me to it. But I don't watch any, like, I'm not really interested in military stuff, so I'm not watching military stuff on YouTube. Like if someone's building a military plane or a tank or a battleship or something like that, I don't care. I'm not going to watch it. So that's why I don't know about them.
Doug says maybe I can invite you to some.
You sure can if you want, Doug. And to be fair, I'm not really on any other social media things besides YouTube either.
He says
like I don't
Doug
use Facebook or Instagram or all that shit. Twitter, I'm not on that stuff. Okay, so we're there.
And Ron's off having a good time.
Right in there. Like Tudix. Like the alien. Alan Tudyk.
Yeah.
the resident alien.
Yeah.
My mom liked that show. She was really into that. Okay, so it's kind of good that it's not going to go all the way into there, but also it's kind of not good either. I need to get a little bit more out of right here. That guy's a pretty good actor. I've seen him in other things too.
Well, he was,
that show was pretty funny though. I watched a few episodes with my mom.
Yeah, he was
Me
in.
mom.
He's been was it Firefly?
Oh yeah, I never saw that.
Yeah, he was the pilot Wash. Also, I'm trying to think. Star Wars.
I should watch that.
Rogue One. Have you seen Rogue One?
Mm-hmm.
He was the voice of the Black Imperial droid.
Okay.
He does a lot of voice acting for stuff like that.
Oh, right on. Yeah, he's pretty cool. I like what's his name, Nathan Fillion too. I like him as an actor, and I guess just as a person, whatever. So I'd probably like Firefly. I just never saw it. Well, there was a good 15-year period where I didn't watch any TV at all. I didn't watch any TV shows for like that long. I didn't have cable, and this was before streaming was a thing. I just got streaming services like maybe 3 years ago. We started watching shows again. I've been straight up YouTubing it for the last 15 years. What's Doug say? Looks like if we're friends on Discord, I can invite you to half a dozen Discord channels about your building interests. These people build everything, not just military. Oh, that's cool. Right on. This point is to make yourself known so people sub to your channel. Yeah, exactly. Thanks, Doug. That's good advice. Good tips there. Okay, let's get this.
Ron says he's happy that you're live streaming right now, and he's also very glad you caught his alien joke.
Yes, Alan Tudix. At first, I thought he was referring to Tuvix.
Oh. Yeah, and then it's K2SO was the name of the droid. He was amazing as that Imperial droid. He's such a good voiceover character actor.
K2SO. One of our radio stations here used to be CKSO.
Doug says, "You're my friend, Jody. I want to help you."
Thanks, Doug. I appreciate that. Good friends are hard to come by. Some of them don't like it when you do that.
Especially when they open the door and you're standing there naked.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to have to put this together. So, don't want to lose. Okay, so this can kind of move freely under my piece of tape there. So I'm just going to leave the tape there. And I'm going to put, oh, I wonder if this is going to still work. Probably not. I have to get a new piece. So I didn't have a nozzle for my glue thing here yesterday when I opened it. So my solution was the tip of one of these pipettes here. Nice hole right there. Bing, bada boom. We got a glue nozzle. Skip that part.
Ron had said, "I have some good files for him. I need to do a K2SO droid at some point."
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you did you ever see
who does
the
painting one of those? I saw someone doing one of those.
Have you seen the Will Smith movie I, Robot?
Yes.
He also did the
Pretty
voice
good
of
movie.
Sonny the Robot.
Oh yeah? Cool.
Yep. That was Alan Tudyk.
Right on.
Let's see what else he's known for. Yeah, he's got a whole bunch.
Ironically, his fame has grown as an actor, not as someone who has two dicks. Oh, okay. Whoa. My meat clamps totally slipped. All right, there.
You gotta stop eating all that greasy popcorn right before you start building models.
I don't eat popcorn at all. Oh, I don't like popcorn.
Doug says, all of you HTM gang are turning into friends, even AK, and I usually avoid Texans.
AK is pretty cool.
Yes,
I think he's the only Texan I know.
Ron is saying he's doing a new character starting with Monday live stream. Should be very interesting.
Excellent. I recommend go check out. Ron doesn't have like any videos that he produces. He's pretty much just doing live streams, but they're posted there on YouTube. You can go to his channel and watch them. It's pretty fun to watch. I like his style. Ron's kind of punk rock and, he doesn't give any flibbity gibbets. No,
Doug says he's cool
to give.
And Ron says he's a Californian.
That's right. So my wife's cousin Davey lives in California. I'm gonna have to find out what area he lives in. And it's funny because he kind of looks a little bit like Ron. He's got like the same style, short hair and just like a chin patch beard. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Except if you see him, he'll be in a chair. He'll be rolling in a wheelchair. Either that or ripping around in a Mustang or something.
Ron says, I do some produced videos as well.
Yeah, there's a few up on the channel. I tune in for the live streams whenever I notice I got the notifications, but a lot of times I'm not home. So whenever I'm home and I had a chance to watch, a lot of times I'm still sleeping too, to be honest, Ron.
Well, Ron's saying, my hair is not short.
On the sides it is. When you got a hat on, you can't tell that you have that long hair mohawk.
Yeah, he says, yeah, I have a huge mohawk.
Yeah, and it's long.
Doug says, I look like a hippie with a big beard and long hair, besides the bald spot, of course.
A hippie? Hold on. How am I going to do this? This mount is weird. There we go. Wait, let me lose the weird glasses, actually. Hey, it's going there, Ricky. Did you know that they're throwing out all these shopping carts at the mall? Those cocksuckers.
Doug's saying that photo here is a couple years old.
And we're back to the real stuff.
So you're a sandal wearing, 12 sandwich eating, tree hugging hippie from hell?
Well, you gotta hug the tree before they'll let you do anything else to them.
It's like you gotta buy your dinner, buy your date a dinner.
I honestly, I'm not wealthy enough to be a tree hugging hippie. I just look like this because I can't afford razors.
Oh, and
just kidding.
Ron had
so
said,
look at
that handsome man.
Oh, so I didn't even put any glue in this. I just kind of jammed it in there. I had to shake it pretty hard for it to fly out.
Doug says we could be brothers, Jody.
Yeah. You look more like me than my older brother does. You wouldn't even think, like, my brother and I have had to show people ID to convince them that we're actually brothers. They didn't believe us. Occasionally. So what I can do is not glue this, because I'm going to have to be able to position this, right? I'm going to have to be able to balance this for my...
to make sure your angle's correct for your nacelle.
Yes. Well, my nacelle. Never can tell. Well, my nacelle.
Ron says, my wife is hot. She makes me look good.
Well, he's not lying right there. So this little cap I made, I just glued it to the one side so that I'm able to still pop this open, because I modified the rear end of them. I haven't trimmed off the excess yet because it's got to be put together first. So there's a little bit of excess there, but I want to just kind of put this together temporarily because I don't have what I need for my chiller grills yet. I wonder if that package is still here. We did try something. Mary might have already sent it. No, here we go. So I bought these. This was only $20 for 3 of them. So they're those pictures, right? So this is basically what I had before. One of these lenticular plastic, like these are cool.
Nice.
So what I did before was the picture is just printed on the back.
Yep.
And I just scraped it off and used the plastic. But the lines on this are very, very, very fine. Like, see, you can't even, they're so fine that it wouldn't even be noticeable. Like it's smaller than the other one I had, the other picture that I used. So they're still fun, but we're going to send them back because we don't need them. I can use the $20 towards buying something else. The nail? Oh, they should have did the nails too. They should have did claws on the fingernails. So yeah, this is what I was gonna do, but they're so small that you can't even notice that there's ridges there at all, and that would be impossible to paint, right? Like I want my ridges to be at least this thick. That's only about 1 millimeter. So I'm gonna try to put these down 1 millimeter apart from each other. That's gonna be tough to get them even and parallel.
Right.
But if I do it larger than it needs to be, maybe I should attempt to do that. Oh, get away. Silly. You silly Billy. I need to find a clear piece. Let's see, what do I have for clear ones? Do I have anything? Do I have anything? I have thick stuff, but I don't want to use thick stuff. I guess I could use thick stuff.
Ron says that's looking sick, Jody. Super sleek.
Super sleek, super sick.
And he says we have already talked about this, Jody.
We've talked about what?
This.
What have we talked about?
You've talked about this.
Let's talk about this, baby. Let's talk about this again. I thought I had some clear stuff, man. You want to see something cool and sick? This will make a lot of people sick. The K7 space station.
Yeah.
All right, so here's where I'm at. There's my K7 space station.
Nice.
So on the stream last night, I don't know if you remember, but my original plan was to have the struts up like this.
Okay.
But these were too close. Like it would have been over the saucer like that, and I didn't like that.
Yeah.
But if it protrudes past the saucer and it's underneath, that's fine. It's different. All right. So they're in a different place though. My whole mount was here before. So they're kind of moved forward on the nacelle. So the nacelle is back a bit. And what I did was I changed the way these were so they pointed down. And then I just attached them the way that I had planned to have them attached. But it ended up with my lights being switched around. So red was here and green was here. And then this piece, which I intended to be in this orientation, right? This is the top, this is the bottom. That ended up getting all out of whack and it was pointed weird. The chiller grills weren't pointed inwards towards each other. So last night I actually ended up cutting it off. You can see there's like a patch there.
Yep.
Where I had to fill it in. The other side, I still need to clean that up. So I remade these bars and replaced that to cover. There's a big hole.
Well, Ron says, dude, that looks amazing.
Thanks, Ron. So this looks a lot better than it did. We can show you the how that dish looks, which is like my favorite feature. So
Also,
far,
Ron wanted
anyways.
to let you know that those pictures you showed, those where it
Oh,
changes
I
the
sent
picture.
him
He
some.
said you can get blank stuff without images.
Yes, I know, but it's really expensive, and I can't afford to pay $50 for 4 little pieces of it. I don't have the dough, man. So there's my so that's the dish from the 1/1000 scale NX01 Refit Enterprise.
Nice.
The little inner dish there. And then that's just one of those eyes from one of those gnomes, right? Those dollar store gnomes. They got little flashlights in their eyes.
Jeez, that looks sinister.
I actually made a little paper pair of sunglasses for him, but I don't know what happened to them. Out of like a black bristle board.
Yeah. Well, if you could get something that was
Board.
like clear, like clear but tinted, you'd have put 2 little red LEDs back behind there,
Oh yeah,
and then just
that
have
would
like
be crazy.
red eyes in behind the sunglasses.
Could actually paint some robot skull underneath his face, so he looks like Terminator. So
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
could.
fill these all in. I'm gonna fill in all these windows, and I'm gonna fill those in, and I'm gonna fill in all these lines here because I don't like the way these turned out. I was trying to make grid lines, but I wasn't able to keep them. I wasn't able to keep them perfectly concentric.
Yeah.
So I have to abort that. I couldn't get in there to sand, so I got the filler. I'm gonna fill all that and start over and rethink the way I made those windows. I gotta do a few windows down the side. And yeah, that's about it. Light the impulse engines and throw some paint around.
You're freaking Paul Tack it out. He said, "Oh my God, you blinded a gnome."
I blinded the gnome. Yeah, poor little gnomey. Oh, poor little gnomey. And then all the paint's gone because the bird sits there and he chips the paint off of it. He pecks the paint off, and then you got to go sweep up all the paint chips off the floor. This is just sitting on the floor beside me because that's how it is around here. There's a gnome on the floor beside me. There's a gnome on the floor. So here's the dish for the one I'm currently working on. You guys have all seen that, right? I don't need to show that off again, do I?
Well, it's up to you.
Of course I do. Basically the same idea. That's the deflector from the Discovery Pikes Enterprise set because I never used it. I made my own custom one. So same idea as the little one, but just nicer with more detail. And let me get a light on this guy.
Nice. Yeah, that looks really good.
Not bad, eh? I like the way, watch, the light bleeds through. Get rid of this light. See how the blue light bleeds through the grid lines?
Yeah.
I like that. That was an accident, but I like it because I painted the copper is with a paint marker. So I didn't apply a lot of pressure. I just kind of dragged it across the surface and it didn't get down into those cracks. Oh, there you can really see it when I put the shadow there. I like that.
I think that turned out really well.
Yeah, maybe I could put another coat of the copper because you can see where it's kind of not even. You can see a little bit of light still through it. It's only one coat. Right? It looks fine like that, but when you put it in total darkness, you can really see the paint strokes. I'll put another coat, and I'll try not to put pressure because I don't want it going down into those lines. I like the way it looks like that.
Yeah, that looks cool. Like it makes it look like it's panels held together, like probably with some sort of small connectors in there somewhere that
Yeah.
are too small to be seen,
Yeah.
at that scale.
So there we go. Yeah. I kind of, when I made that little one there, I was like, oh, I got to see if I can do that for the bigger ship. So I kind of stepped aside and I did that out of order of the rest of the stuff. So this is going to sit here on the shelf waiting until I'm ready for that part. But it's fun to show it to people and say, check this out. This actually worked. All right. So I'm trying to be like Andrew. I'm just doing a lot of side things and distractions. And I'm not getting as much accomplished as I originally planned. So I want to put a little, I'm just going to put this together. Let me get a wider piece of tape. Ugh. Like so. And I'm going to put it like this. Just to, as I like to say, temporarily hold this together.
Temporarily?
So with it. Temporarily. It's a long way to Tipperary. It's a long way to go. My dad used to always sing that song. He was just like me, terrible singer, but he would always sing it. And then when he would be drunk, and his favorite song would be "Porcupine Piss" and "I Love You." It's not a song; it's just he made it up, right? He'd make up silly songs and stuff. My dad's favorite joke was, "What did the beaver say to the muskrat?" He'd say what? "Get out of my house." And he told it every time, never failed. I think on purpose, just to mess with us. All right, so we got this. We're gonna go to just put my wire through just so I don't bind it and break it. They're very thin and delicate. So just so it's out of the way. So this has a lot of space. And this is the Reliant nacelle, and this is the Reliant pylon, and that's where it's supposed to go.
Yes, but you're also using two inners, not an outer.
And so, this too. Same with this.
Yeah.
I'm using two of the same side instead of the opposite side as it should be. That's why I had to tape it and there's no pins, right? Because the same as this, because I wanted the both things open to be the same, because they're not the same on the inside and outside.
Right.
They're flat on one side and they're concave on the other. I guess suppose cutting them out, I guess it wouldn't have mattered. Now that in retrospect, it wouldn't have made a lick of difference because I was cutting it out anyways.
Yeah.
So I could have just used, I don't know, maybe to make my life easier, I can grab the other piece, but then I got to duplicate this again. That's a custom bit that I made.
Yeah.
Right? Because I moved the whole thing back.
Yeah.
Worst case,
right here. If you have some strip styrene, you could put around the base of the part going in.
This here, yeah, good idea.
Widen it out a bit.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Ken. Let's do that. Very good, sir. I've got real thin stuff. Let's try. You know what? The white stuff is more flexible. So we'll try the white stuff. So the place where Mary works, my wife at Topper's Pizza.
Yeah.
So they regularly change their promotions, right?
Yeah.
And their ads and their posters. So their posters are printed on sheet styrene, just like this.
Nice.
right? Big 2 feet by 3 feet size pieces. So they were changing them one day, and Mary was looking at them, and she noticed that they were this plastic on one side. The other side that's printed, it's not even printed right on the plastic. It's printed on a big vinyl sticker. So it's not easy to peel the sticker off. You got to put some effort into it. I had to take my X-Acto knife and just score the sticker like that so that I could peel it off in strips, because it's very, very sticky and it's hard to peel off. So if you try peeling the whole thing in one piece, you can't do it. But if you score it in strips and then just peel it like that, you can. So now I have 3 boxes with 10 2x3 pieces of this in each box. I got like 30 pieces
Nice.
of 2x3 styrene like this. I just got to peel the print off, right? The pizza ads.
That's a good deal. Free.
It is a good deal, because this Howard sent me a pack of these, and there was only 4 pieces like this, and it cost like $50.
Yep.
All right, so I wonder, let's just do a little guesstimation right here. We're going to put this here.
Sounds like Ron's enjoying a milkshake.
Over. I'm going to put that there. Ah, you bringing all the boys to the yard, buddy?
And his wife is watching some interesting material on Amazon.
Oh, cool.
And he says, "Happy Saturday."
Happy Saturday. Okay, so I'm just going to mark the thickness of this.
Wow, you've been going for over an hour and a half already.
Oh, yeah? And there's no rule that says I have to stop at 1 o'clock. You're free to go whenever you get tired and you're done for the night, Ken. But I just may end up going a little extra. Depends on what kind of momentum I can get going here.
Right.
So let's go just slightly thinner, because as you said, that just goes down into the nacelle. I might not want a bunch of extra shit inside there to be in the way. So this piece will be long enough that I'll be able to wrap it right around. I cut it this way with my knife to get a nice clean cut. If I use that Sonic Saber tool, it melts the edges over too much. And if I use my scissors, I can't get as straight of a cut.
No.
I can't do it as perfectly as I can like this.
Ron doesn't like to share. He says, "I'm kicking boys in the shins as we speak. My milkshake."
Okay, so I want to be able to bend this around the corners. Luckily, this stuff here is pretty pliable.
If you even need to wrap it around, I mean, if that whole thing's
I
gonna get
do,
tucked
because
inside.
there's a gap at the ends as well.
Oh, okay.
Let's get my wires out of there. Please stand by as I pull my wire.
Sick Jim wants to know, any plans on making a variant of the medic ship? The one that doesn't have a saucer section, but with the ball and the nacelles.
Yeah, the USS Pasteur.
Yes.
That one, the medical ship was an Olympic class. And the other ones like that, because there's an original design also. I think we've seen it in somewhere. There's a variant of that. And what is it called? The Daedalus class. The Daedalus. I've never seen a model kit of it. So
That'd definitely be a make it from scratch build.
yeah, it would be a scratch build. You need a ball. You could use you can get pretty large Christmas balls, like Christmas ornaments, DIY ones,
Oh yeah,
right?
like from Michael's and stuff.
Crafty. Yeah, that are undecorated. It's just a big plastic ball.
Or a styrofoam one.
That would be a good, yeah. Well, I don't know about a styrofoam one because you can't really do much to it, right? It's a little bit too fragile to kind of do things to make modifications or whatnot.
Right.
You can't build on it and glue things to it as you would a piece of plastic. Plastic, you can cut it and it would be hollow. Okay, so
even if it did have color on a big Christmas ball like that, you can just as easy prime over it.
Yeah, exactly.
So is that going to be thick enough?
Well, I think so. I'm gonna put it on here and then I'm gonna test fit it. And the worst thing it can be is not thick enough and I have to add another piece.
Ron said, "You said balls." Hee hee.
I did. I said balls. You know, those Christmas testicles. You put those Christmas testicles all over your Christmas phallus.
Emotional damage.
Ow, my Christmas phallus. That's Donnie's favorite one. Emotional damage.
Yeah, I like that one too.
It's a good one when you time it right.
Well, it looks like it made Ron laugh.
So there's a couple in there for when I make mistakes and when I make screw ups. There's a couple in there for that too. See, I still need more, Ken. I need more. It's not thick enough. Look at how much the gap is at the front or the back. However, that's good because it gives me a little bit of space to play with.
Yeah.
Like when I put this on. Oh, I don't want that much space. Look at that. Variable warp geometry. So I can widen it. I'll add a piece, another strip to the side, to each side. I wonder if I should use the thinner plastic for that. I do have other stuff that's not as thick.
You could try to
gone.
just cut two small pieces and see if they can shim together, one on each side or whatever. Let's see how that does for thickness.
What you talking about, Willis?
Yeah, just like that thinner stuff. Just try shimming like even two small pieces in, just to see if that will be thick enough, or if you need to go thicker.
I don't have the thinner stuff. Oh, here's a small piece of it. That's probably enough. There we go.
Oh yeah.
Can do each side. Do each side of that. I'll just need 2 strips of this one. 2 strips of gold pressed latinum, please. Okay, 3 strips, but I'll go no higher. Crafty human.
Paul Tackett says emotional damage was a skit. B. Stephen Ho.
Yeah.
By Stephen Ho.
Yep. When he's wasn't he? He's one of those like TikTok comedians. He started on TikTok or something like that.
I'm not sure.
I'm getting all my little strips tangled. Don't tangle your strips. I should have put those away. You should put them away. Put your strips away. Okay, so these guys together. And we'll cut these guys off. Like that.
Paul says I don't do tic tac. Wink.
No. I checked it out for a while. I was on there when I first started being on YouTube, like making videos and actually trying to do stuff.
Yeah.
I was on there for a bit trying to promote myself, but the things I kept seeing and the things that it shows that people are interested in was just like beyond me. I'm like, what the what? Like, people are getting millions of views because it's a little clip this big of somebody else's video in the bottom of the screen or the top of the screen, and this guy's sitting there pointing at the video and like smiling and looking at it and like nodding his head and stuff. And the person who originally did whatever is on the little screen, which is what people actually care about and are paying attention to, is getting no recognition whatsoever. But this guy is sitting here playing that video and nodding his head to
content.
it, stealing their content and using it like reaction videos, right? Why do I give a shit about how somebody else reacts to something else that someone else did? You know what I mean? Why should I even begin to think of caring about somebody else's reaction to something else?
Oh, it depends what it is. I like watching the reactions of, usually, well, obviously younger people than me, watching movies that I've seen.
Or the music ones. I've seen a lot of that with music.
Yeah,
I actually like those because it has a purpose.
Yeah.
Right. And the guy pauses the music and he talks about it.
They're not actually trying to just
because
sit there and do nothing.
They'll have a discussion about the music, right? You're not just watching him listen to a song. He listens to a bit and then he pauses the song and talks about how he feels about it or how it makes him feel or whatever, which is actually interesting and you can learn something from it. And it shows you that, like for example, a guy that's always ever been into heavy metal his whole life, and he listens to like an old Public Enemy song or something like that, right? And you hear old Public Enemy and you think, oh, it's just rap, you don't care. But they actually, even in the 90s, man, they had like, their message was total positivity, right? Public Enemy was always black people and white people and every people of every color should be friends and get along. What the fuck's everyone's problem? Pretty much is what they were saying all the time, right? But a lot of people didn't understand that. They thought they were all about anti-white and this and that. No, they were about unity and brotherhood and stuff like that, and everybody being friends. But nobody understood it. It was like Black Sabbath, the song War Pigs. Nobody understood that it was against war. It was trying to tell you people that war wasn't a good thing. It was bad, and it's evil people that cause it, right? They want profit off war. It's a business. And they don't care. They make their money off us being the product of their business. But nobody understood that. They just said, oh, it's devil music and it's hatred. And yeah, it's hatred against evil people sending kids out to die for their stupid war that, they're doing for whatever dumb, selfish reason. And it pisses me off as much as it pissed off Ozzy and those guys.
Right.
Anyways, this fits better.
That's looking good.
Yeah. I can squeeze it and it's good. I think I might have to shave a little. I think I'll do it off the inside of this because there's like a little ridge there.
Yeah.
See that? There's like a little lip. Ron's back. You missed my rant. You'll have to rewind it.
Yep. What did I miss?
I just said a whole thing.
The whole rant. Go back and watch.
Rant. Well, you can watch it later. Okay, this will probably be easier if I take it apart. Take it apart. Come on, take it apart. Pop that. Oh, what's still stuck? Oh, right there. Right there. Okay, so I just want a little bit out of this.
Ron's gonna watch it again later.
Yeah. Did you have to go for a bio break, buddy? See, it's nice to have a nice, freshly sharpened knife.
Doug said, "I'm behind that, Jody."
Good to know, Doug. Oh, Mary's home. Everybody say hi to Mary.
Hey, Mary.
How was the party, Mary? What's the deal? What's going on?
This is the problem.
Oh no, what happened?
I was losing them coming down the hall.
Your pants are too big. Stop being so skinny. Okay, I already know, Ron, that you're referring to gaming, so he's referring to Call of Duty or something like that. Because I know he doesn't actually want to kill real 12-year-olds.
Well, let's certainly hope not.
Mary does.
I'm just kidding. I used to work in daycare.
Yeah, she used to work at a daycare center, so she has a good excuse.
She is a good nurturing
sort
of person, is she?
She's got daycare PTSD.
Just not necessarily with other people's kids.
PTS daycare. Hey, let's see.
Well, especially with these days where people think other people should raise their kids for them.
Yeah. All right. We'll get the wires in the way. Let's get that out of. Come on. I want to give him a little twist. Could you give him a little twist and tickle? A little tickle and twist. Just like that. You give him a little twist. And you give him a little tickle. So, Ken, I know that you know what Manitoulin Island is.
Sorry, say again?
I know that you know what Manitoulin Island is, but some of the other viewers might not know what Manitoulin Island is. Because when I said we'll give our wires a little tickle, it reminded me of Manitoulin Island. So a lot of people have bumper car, bumper stickers, right? Let me just see if I can find it here. You guys won't be able to unsee this. Manitoulin Island sticker. So Manitoulin Island is the largest island in the world that is in freshwater lake. Let me see. Where's a good example of it? Bumper sticker. Images. Here's a good one. It's just a plain solid image. A lot of them have like a picture inside. This one's like a plain solid image. I'll have to take a picture of the car that's in our parking lot.
Ron saying I'm glad they just went back to school too. He said they log on weekends hoping to have fun, and they get this 52-year-old spanking them instead.
All right, share image. Okay, so, oh yeah, where does the image go? I hate that. Save the image. Where's the image? Downloads. Images. There it is. Manitoulin Island.
Yeah.
See what it looks like?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. So whenever I see those stickers on a car, I say, I call Manitoulin Island the Tickle Island because it looks like a hand going like this, tickling you. So I got to figure out the inside of this. I'm going to use this foam stuff for diffusing my light. Here, where are my lights? Here are my lights. So I got all three of those already constructed.
Good.
And I couldn't find another blue straw, and I used a green one, but it doesn't affect the color of the light at all. It's not, what's this?
So they had a game, so everybody bought a plunger for $10, and whoever sanded it to the smallest one is like a fucking.
So this, yeah, stag and doe party. So they have to sand the plunger. Sanding the handle of the plunger. I guess they have a piece of sandpaper in their hand, and then
wife went down to talk them through it.
Jeez.
Oh, you should see some of them. Wait for the young guy in the background. He drops a knee and he fucking. Oh yeah, it's hilarious. I was like dying. I'm like, I feel like a pervert recording it.
I think Paul's talking about Manitoulin Island. Looks like Doomsday Machine because
The big sloped shape.
So this is the kind of parties they're playing at stag and doe parties. Sand the plunger. Okay, I have all these strung together right now just because I did like a demonstration last week. I had all three of them lit up. So we'll just grab one, pull it out of there. We'll put the power to it. So what I have is one of those LED noodles. And the only way to make it straight is this thin piece of plastic styrene in here. I made a little notch. So a little notch in one end of it. It goes the whole length of the straw. And then it's shrink tubed at the end. So it pulls the filament tight and keeps it straight. Because you can't glue anything to this stuff, and they're so wiggly and wobbly. They're real hard on the colon to work with. They're difficult to work with, so this was my solution. This is how I did it on the Excelsior.
Nice.
And I thought it would work good for this too. Ron says we're not doing that at Wonderfest next year, Shody. At least not on camera. No, that's not a Wonderfest game, Ron. That's a stag and doe game. There, I can actually push the end of it out here, so you can get a better look at how that's made. It's just wrapped around the end. That's all. No glue, nothing like that. No tape. It's just held in place by the tension. All right, so this one is going to be wired to this one. So Oh, this is going to be tough. Actually, no, it's not going to be that tough because I got a real large opening right here.
Right.
I got a big, huge opening. I'll be able to have these wires. Like when I put this together, I'll get these wires situated somehow so that they're. Okay, so I guess it's probably going to be like this. It's going to be right back here. So I'll have these. I'll like glue them right here so they're easy to get to. And then I can just wire this on and then stuff it all in there. It's not going to be a big deal.
Nice.
Super easy. Barely an inconvenience. So the thing I need to wait on now is my chiller grills. So I'm going to try that idea with the little thin strips. And if that doesn't work, well, then maybe I'll bite the bullet and I'll save up a few bucks after the next paycheck and I'll order the shit from online. What was that? What was that noise?
Your sound is a little
Auto destruct sequence
pixelated.
armed.
Uh-oh.
Unable to complete requested function. Please abort and retry.
Okay, we'll try that again. Something weird happened. It sounded like you dropped your microphone on the floor or something.
Oh no! For me, it sounded like you were like all. Your sound was all grainy, I guess, or staticky.
That's weird. There must have been some kind of internet interference. So I'm gonna get some of those shorter red noodles.
Yep.
So I can get the 1.5-inch ones, and they'll just go from under here and just wrap around the tip, or I can get the 3-inch ones, and they'll go right to the back here. It'd be nice if I could get those aftermarket parts that you were talking about, but we'll have to.
Like Lake Monster has
see
them.
what I can do. Yeah, there's no way I can get those.
Let's see here. Canadian prices, like they do have. He does have the set for $32.
There we go again. Do you hear that?
No.
It was like an electric shock or something.
Interesting.
Oh yeah, we do. Yeah, there's a storm here. It's the shipping, Ken. It's the shipping that kills me.
No, yeah, I know.
I can afford the product, but I can't afford double the price of the product because of the shipping. And that's the reason I don't buy a lot of things online, is because of the shipping.
Yeah.
Because of where I live. Like model kits, like Amazon's fine because we get free shipping from Amazon, but a lot of times the price is way higher. And they don't have much of a selection either, right? They're limited on what they have for Star Trek models on Amazon Canada.
Yes, very true. But anyway, the one from Lake Monster does have the blue chiller grills plus the red Bussard at the front.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thing is, that's only for 2 nacelles.
Yeah, I need 3. Actually, I need 4. Because I need 4 chiller grills. This one has 2.
I mean, technically, it does come with 4 chiller grills in total.
Yeah, but they're not all going to be blue, right? 2 of them are going to be clear. 2 of them are going to be blue.
Nope. It's 4 blue.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, because they give you the option to light both sides of it. So you can have 2 nacelles like this with both sides lit. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll send you a link just so you can see the picture.
On I think it was Deep Space Nine and Voyager, when you saw the Miranda class, they had both sides of the chiller grills lit up to be more like the Enterprise D, how it's lit up all the way around.
Right.
They were doing that, and they did it to the Excelsior too. That was the first time you saw them lit up on the Excelsior, was on like Deep Space Nine, I think.
Well, if you look at there's a picture there in your Discord. I sent you a message just to see what
Okay.
that set is.
Okay, I'll check it out. Thanks, Ken. I'll take a look.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Teresa's here. Mascaneer Project. Welcome back, Teresa. Welcome back.
Hey, Teresa.
Good to see you back.
So
So
Doug
I can't find a
Doug
thick
said
enough.
sounded like max headroom there.
Yeah. like an old-fashioned fax machine.
It reminds me of a coworker. Younger lady.
There we go.
She was asking us, she goes, what's a fax smiley?
A fax smiley.
To laugh at her.
Smiley.
That's facsimile.
Do we have any those buns you got are in a big plastic container, eh? We'll have to eat those. We'll have to eat those so I can use the container. This one's got sticker all over it that I can't clean off. So my idea is that I'm gonna take this clear plastic. I'm gonna take me this clear plastic here. This is what I'm gonna do, right? See? Listen here, see? So I got all these strips I cut. I'm gonna have to cut way more of them. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Mary's gonna see about putting the buns in a bag so I can harvest the plastic from the big container, because that's what this is. Packaging stuff, right? Here's another piece right here, but
yeah,
there's a big sticker on it. There we go. There's a little bit of space on this one just so I can illustrate what I'm gonna do. So we're gonna put these down. I'm gonna pull them taut so they're straight. I probably try using the extra thin cement to glue them, I guess. I don't know if it's going to glue to this clear plastic, but I know it works on this, so it should make enough goo to like stick it in there, right? For it to stick. I could use super glue, but I won't be able to get a smooth enough unless I come up with a way that I can just pull this through a glob of glue and then put it down with the minimal amount on there as possible.
Yeah.
Brain, we got the brain rolling.
That's what that smell is.
Yes, that's what that smell is. Because I can take a little piece of plastic. Here, let's see. Let's make a thing here. Let's make a thing. We're gonna cut this. We're gonna cut this. We're gonna cut this.
Is everybody following along what he's doing? He's making a thing.
I'm making a thing. I'm attempting to make a gluing jig. Not a jig.
Template?
Almost a trough. You ever seen in construction when they're doing like tiles or whatever?
Yep.
They have the cement in like this little box, and you just run the tiles through it.
Yep.
Coats them.
And I think they also do that with wallpaper, or the not wallpaper, the tape for doing your seams on when you're drywalling.
Drywall, yeah. It's called the drywall banjo. That's what they call that machine.
Yeah.
A banjo. It's got like a big round magazine that you put the tape in, and then it's got like this trough that holds all the mud, and then the tape just runs through the mud and gets distributed. What kind of ribs are on it? Too big, too far apart. Yeah, just the smooth part, please. Thanks, darling. Mrs. Trek Mods is on a mission helping me out.
Oh, that's so nice of her.
Absolutely.
Nice.
She said, "Don't tell anybody I'm nice." You're the nicest. Okay, so we'll make a little gap right here, wide enough to accommodate the strip.
Styrene, yeah.
So another bead of glue on the outside, baking soda. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go back to my room. Okay, so in theory, I should be able to put some glue into there. Maybe I need just another thin lip. Let's get this. Mary's being funny.
We had a couple drinks tonight.
A couple?
Just a couple.
Just a couple. I'm glad you had fun. So I'm going to put this down like that as like a little, you know what I mean? A spatula.
Yeah. Yep.
Push that up against there. All right. So there's what I did.
Which is this flat window part?
Yeah, please cut the flat piece out for me.
Maybe I should
Be
cut
careful.
scissors. I'm gonna get the other one.
Here, I'll do it.
No,
Okay.
those are dangerous. Maybe I'm the dangerous one right now, but
Baby, I'm dangerous one.
oh, shit.
No, I can't see, but it's so fun.
I want my glasses on.
So now, in theory, I can put a drop. Sorry about that side distraction there. Put a drop of glue in here, and I can run this right through like that. And it should have just enough glue on it to stick to the plastic, right?
Right.
Wow. Okay, we'll try it once. I need you to need me. Wanted to, this will work. There, that's a contrasting color. What's that? Ketchup or some shit?
Flattish.
It's
There is
flattish.
a piece of on your just under your left hand. There's a little piece of glue I couldn't get off. But to your right side, that's all clear.
Okay, thanks, babe. Okay. So we're putting this down for contrast so we can see what we're doing.
Yeah.
Let's get a little more intimate with it right here. Oh, not too far that way. Not that intimate. All right. I wonder if I should scuff this up.
That's a good question.
I'm going to be using the diffuser stuff, right? This foam stuff.
Yeah.
Like, look how well this works.
That works. Yeah, that works good.
It's perfect. So, yeah, I'm not going to, that's just going to be more time. All right, so let's put some glue into this thing. So this is just a theoretical thing. I've never done this before. Probably nobody has. I do a lot of things here that.
Yeah, my only concern is once that CA glue starts to dry in there.
Yeah, it's gonna. I'm concerned about that myself. It's going to add up. So it went right on the top of it. It looks like I have a layer of it. So if I pull this tight like a guitar string, it should be straight.
That might be a good reason. Oh, did it squish out?
Oh. No, it didn't. There's no glue on the end here. So that's probably not going to work. Let's just see how good I can do by just manually applying it. I think that's all I need. Sort of pull it tight. Now look down the length of it. It's not straight. It's all wobbly.
I was gonna say,
Like a wobbly sausage.
So you're gonna say you could maybe get rid of that silver panel behind there, and just when you go to line up the lines to make them straight, you'll use the lines on your cutting mat.
Yeah. Can I peel this off? Oh yeah, there we go. I can peel it off easily. I'm not going to use that one again. Okay. Let's secure that down. That. And let's put the glue down the line. There's going to be way too much, but oh, big blob there. A big blobby. And I could also try the to me extra thin, see if it works, because that would make it a lot better.
It would work on the sheet styrene. I don't know how well it would work on the clear plastic stuff.
Yeah, it's
a different kind of plastic, I think.
Yeah, that's the dilemma. But we do have a nice straight one. A little extra glue, but I can get rid of that with the old meat stick. That's pretty good. So for me to make the next one perfectly parallel is going to be challenging, because
You just slide
probably
your
going to want to do this to each one.
You just slide your template up a little bit.
And use the line on the mat.
Yeah.
I was thinking of some kind of spacer, but then my spacer is going to end up
stuck in there.
Yeah, let's try this stuff. It's getting down to the bottom of the bottle there. I still have the second one. You sent me 2 of these bottles. I still haven't opened one. So I have a full one. I have a little brush. Yeah, thanks again, by the way. Let's see, I got a little small brush somewhere. Ta-da. Yeah, guess I'll just get another one. A little tiny. Oh, I wonder if this This is a natural hairbrush. Because you don't want to use a plastic brush with this stuff. It just melts it. But I don't know. Is that a plastic brush? It's white.
Yeah, it's a plastic brush.
It's just the kind of it's the kind of plastic that this doesn't affect.
Yes,
Which
exactly.
is probably this.
It
It's
probably.
probably this. So it's probably not going to work. That's why I can't use it on my on the pieces that I'm building for that other one I showed you, the K7 space station.
Yeah.
That green tube that I used, it's the same stuff, and it doesn't want to glue things to it. Still gonna give it a try. I'm just gonna go like this and kind of pull it through. Like that. And I'll just use my eyes. Pull that tight. Hold it down for a second. Oh, I kind of painted myself into a corner here. Let's see. Cross over with the fingers. Get those base fingers working.
Mary, get over here, Mary.
Mary, come and hold my wire. Okay, that. No, that's not gonna do it. Not gonna do it at all. Nope.
Yeah, it looks like your only available option to you right now would be the CA glue.
Yeah, the CA glue. It's a little messy. I can do it better. I can't brush the CA glue on because it'll just stick any brush you use. This stuff is like, yeah, this is like natural hair, this pinstripe brush, so
yeah,
you can use it in this and it won't affect anything. I got a bunch of these for what was it, like $6 or $8? Got a bunch of these pinstriping brushes here from Temu. Actually, I got them for free playing their stupid little farmland game. So I didn't pay anything for these. I think they cost around $8 for 6 of them. There's a fresh one that hasn't been used, but this one's been used a couple times for paint, so I used it for this. Yeah, they're pretty good. They work all right. They're not small enough to do tiny details, but they're pretty good.
Good for other things.
Yeah. I had these ones before, but they were like really, really long.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They're real shitty. Like it's too small. It doesn't hold enough paint is what the problem is. You go to use it and you do like one stroke like this and all your paint would be gone. It was very, very frustrating. Put the lid back on. Okay, well, I think at least I have a game plan. And I know what I can do for possibly tomorrow if I work on this tomorrow or my next week's stream. I might just start going live at random times during the middle of the day too. Not really having anything to do with this schedule down here, just kind of my own thing. If I'm in the mood for getting some work done, maybe I'll just go live instead of trying to make videos, right? Save my videos for certain projects and do other projects, because I got a bunch of different things that I've been doing on live streams, and it's at the point where now I make a little video once in a while showing what I've done on the live streams so that people can see them, right?
Right.
Like the What Have I Done series. It's actually fun to do that. It's a short little video. They do fairly well. The TOS Galaxy class for some reason has almost 4,000 views. The other ones get like 200 or 300, maybe 400.
Nice.
But for some reason that one did really, really well. I don't know why. Is it the thumbnail or the title or whatever? I don't know. And I only got 2 negative comments on it. well, they didn't have technology to make a Galaxy class starship in Captain Kirk's time. Yeah, that's why I did it. Idiots.
Because I
Get a
have the
life.
technology.
Yeah, I have the technology. I wish I could just post a picture of this in the comments.
Nice.
Anyways, that's going to be it. So you can see this. What's around say? Pretty sure I'm crashing. So if I pass out at my desk, well, you might as well head to bed, Ron, because I'm wrapping it up. I'm thanking you, 3D Painter, Doug, Teresa, anyone else who was here. Andrew stopped in to say howdy. Let me go up. Paul Tackett, of course. Can't forget Paul. And Sick Jim. Thanks, Jim, for stopping by. And whoever else is here, anybody that I missed, thanks for tuning into Trek Mods. Share these streams, share my videos, tell your friends. I need a couple hundred more subscribers to reach that threshold, and then we're rocking. We'll be rocking after that. So if you like these weird little custom-made models that I make, one of a kind, one-off creations.
And if you don't like them, then what the hell's wrong with you?
That's right. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share this with your buddies, tell them to go check out Trek Mods, and keep on trekking. Ken, thank you so much for being here for me tonight, buddy. I know you
You're
already
welcome.
produced for Andrew, pulling double duty on Canadian Connection Saturday here on YouTube and the HTM family. So I appreciate you. And I appreciate Andrew for sending his viewers over to my stream. Whoever stayed, thank you so much for sticking around. I appreciate that. So let's roll that beautiful starship footage and we'll get out of here.
He's dead, Jim.